James Moran, you're the former head of Asia for the European External Action Service. A British person and as a former EU official, what do you see as the main challenges?
There are 1,000 challenges. I mean, today we've been talking about Asia, and you will recall in my own presentation I couldn't see any upside to Brexit as regards relations with Asia, neither for the EU nor for the UK. I think both are going to lose, and the Asians too are very worried about it. And if you talk to Asians, and as we've heard today, they also have a similar conclusion. It really is very, very worrying. It's a great concern. Asia is the continent which continues to drive world growth. Under these circumstances, it's extremely hard to see any light.
Is there a difference? Do you see a difference across the space? I mean, does East Asia differ from South Asia in their response to Brexit?
I think there are some nuances between the different regions of Asia. As far as East Asia is concerned, I think it's pretty clear that they don't see too much advantage coming from Brexit at all. And there are worries, especially from Japan and South Korea and some of the other countries, that in fact it could make life more difficult in the future. On the other hand, in South Asia, and particularly in India, there, of course, it's a little different. I think they would hope to gain some advantage, some opportunities, not least when it comes to migration, work visas for Indians and so forth, if only in the UK, and that's a big issue for them. But as I said, I'm not entirely sure that that will play well in the UK itself, given the way in which the Leave campaign operated, where it prioritized the problems of immigration. In that case, of course, it was about EU immigration, but is it going to be any easier for them to argue for South Asian immigration going forward? I doubt it very much. And given where they're coming from, most of the people that are supporting Leave, at least at the political leadership level, that seems to be something of a contradiction. So there are differences, but overall, I really don't see much of an upside for anyone.
People like Jacob Rees-Mogg and other Brexiteers have said that they've looked into it, the economists for free trade. If we take this very pro-market, pro-free trade approach, we can really reap benefits from being outside of the EU.
Yeah. Yes, I've heard Mr. Rees-Mogg and many others say that many times. But isn't it interesting that Mr. Rees-Mogg is registering his hedge fund, his investment company in the Republic of Ireland at the moment, so as not to lose the benefits that accrue to companies registered within the EU?